Hey guys, I'm Rachel Lynn for Queen Bee of Honeydews, and today I'm going to show you how I do a semi-professional cleaning of my indoor rugs. I've been doing this for about 5 years on my rugs and it's worked great every time. I will caution that I wouldn't try this on anything such as a wool or a jute or any type of natural fiber rug. The rugs that I'm doing this on are synthetic. This one is 100% heat set polypropylene, and I also would not recommend doing this on anything that is worn. If the threads are coming apart already, or if the backing is separating or worn out, cracked, or anything like that, I wouldn't try that. If you're not sure, I would just exercise caution, but for the most part you can do this on synthetic rugs, and you can do this on any indoor and outdoor type rug. If you can clean it at home with a steam cleaner and it's not super extra plush, or if it's not like a shag type carpet, you can probably do this. But again, I just want to caution you to be careful what type of rugs that you do decide to do this on. And all I'm using is a water source, and for me that is my pressure washer. If you use a pressure washer, set it on low or test it. If you don't have the option to adjust your settings, test it to make sure that it's not going to obliterate your rug. You can also do this with a jet pressure on your water hose, but the pressure washer will work better. And the other thing that I'm using is a bucket of, you see the bucket back there? It has some borax in it and water solution. That's about 5 gallons of that. And I also have a steam cleaner. Now I have one that I've purchased. I'll leave a link to that in the description below if you want to get one that's a good quality and you don't want to keep renting. But if you don't have one and you want to do this, you can always go out and rent like a Rug Doctor or something like that. It just needs to be something that has a lot of power to extract the water. I wouldn't recommend doing this without a type of extraction because you could ruin your rugs. So let's just get to what I'm doing, and I will explain as I go. And well, let's just get to it and we'll see.
Okay, so when I start out, all that I'm really trying to do at the beginning is get the rug saturated thoroughly with water. I should also point out that I pre-cleaned my patio with the pressure washer the day before I started this process. You don't want to try to clean a rug on a surface that is dirty, so I recommend that you make sure that the area that you're working on is clean before you get started. I also did a thorough vacuuming of this rug before I brought it out here to start cleaning, so that way I could remove as much of the loose dirt as possible before I actually got into doing the heavy duty work. So once the rug is thoroughly saturated, I distribute the cleaning solution evenly across the rug. I then go back to my pressure washer and begin to use it to push the solution around into the rug's fibers and to move it forward towards the opposite end. Because I do this every few years on my rugs, I really don't have to do any scrubbing to the surface of the rug to get it clean. The pressure washer does most of the work for me. So I continue this process until I have all of the solution worked through all the way to the opposite end of the rug. Then I pull the rug over onto itself so that half of the back is exposed. Now this is where you will really be able to get rid of those stains that have set into your rug. If you have any areas that you've spilled something on, or if you've had a pet that's had an accident, you're likely to see a stain on the back of the rug, and you really need to focus in on that area heavily and push it out to the front so that you can extract it and get rid of it. Now what I like to do at this point is stop and use my machine to extract as much of this moisture out from the back as possible. This helps to speed up the drying process when I'm finished. Now once I have as much water extracted from the back as I feel that I can get, I will flip the rug over, and I'm going to start doing the same process on the front of this side that I just cleaned. And I just want to point out that I usually only do one round with the pressure washer on the back of the rug. Now if your rugs are really dirty and you see a lot of staining back there, you may need to go over them more than once. But once I finish with this side of the rug, I'm going to repeat the same process on the opposite side. And I just want to give you a chance to see what the water looks like on my rug. As you can see, it is dirty. It's not really bad, but it is dirty. And I'm going to do several rinse cycles until this water flows clear.
Okay guys, I am finished with this rug finally. Whew. That is a workout, I'm telling you. I did about 30 buckets of dirty water before I was satisfied, and my initial wash and 3 rinses. It's really important that when you do this, make sure that the rug is completely dry before you take it in. Make sure that you give yourself plenty of time to do this and for the rug to dry. This one is going to take about 4 to 5 hours depending on the temperature. Today is 80 degrees and it's got a slight breeze out here, but I am in the shade under my patio. I have a ceiling fan which I will turn on, and that will help to facilitate speeding things along. But do not take your rug inside when it is wet, even if it's damp. I'm going to leave a link to my blog post on this, and I may have a few more little tips and tidbits that I overlooked when I was doing the video. So if you want to jump over there just to catch what's going on and see if there's anything that I missed, I highly recommend that you do that. And drop me a comment while you're over there. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe.